Welcome in, folks, to this edition of the Weekly Warrior Preview. I'm Jerry Young and Donette Logan. Hey, Donette.
Hey, Jerry.
How you been?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Man, we got so much on this show, I don't even know where to start. Where you want to start?
We have so much going on here at Thompson and Alabaster for our sports. We're going to talk about our program for our youth sports going on at the high school. Right. We're going to interview a trailblazer for girls wrestling who just got an amazing scholarship.
Don't want to miss that segment.
She's fantastic. And, of course, one of our great sponsors as well. We just take a break, and we do all that in a minute.
We'll be right back.
Shelby Fence Company is a local family-owned business serving Shelby County and surrounding areas since 1989. You can count on our team of highly experienced installers to give you quality products, expert installation, and friendly customer service. For your next fence project, remember Shelby Fence Company in Alabaster.
The Sassy Shopper has moved to a brand new location. New apparel, gifts, jewelry, pampering, and much more. Go check them out, 224 Kentstone Boulevard behind Starbucks.
Looking for amazing family dentistry in Alabaster? Doctors Albritton and Artavino strive to stay up to date on the latest techniques in dentistry and materials to help provide the best treatment available. From cleanings to same-day crowns and even whitening, Albritton and Artavino Family Dentistry is here to serve all your dental needs.
Go Warriors!
Bricklayer Pharmacy on Highway 119 is a full-service pharmacy that provides top-quality products and hometown service at competitive prices. The Bricklayer family has been in business for more than 50 years and is proud to be a part of Alabaster.
Go Warriors!
Hey, welcome back in, everyone. Well, Donette, for years, Thompson's been known as a wrestling high school, right?
Absolutely.
But we got a whole new slant and a whole new story on wrestling at Thompson High School.
We really do. Thompson's almost has like the dynasty when it comes to state champions for wrestling. But this year you're seeing girls on the mat. And one person kind of leading that way is Brynlee Glover. But not just for wrestling, she's also a star volleyball player as well. We're joined here by, I'd like to call you a trendsetter. That's what I kind of reference you as, the trendsetter for Alabama girls wrestling and volleyball, Brynlee Glover, and our volleyball coach, Judy Green, who you've played a big role in Brynlee's life. I want to start with you first, Brynlee, and talk about the scholarship you just got. Where are you going to college and what for?
I'm going to the University of the Cumberlands for volleyball and wrestling.
So how did that start for you to bring in wrestling?
I actually first joined my junior year, and it was because I caught an interest in watching my friends wrestle and everything, and I wanted to stay in shape after volleyball season had ended, and so they lifted in the mornings. And so I was like, well, I'm just going to go work out with them, build my strength. And then it just ended up, the day that I came, Coach Wilson had them wrestling instead of lifting. So he handed me a pair of shoes, showed me some moves, and I just took off from there. I fell in love with it.
Coach, when you found out one of your volleyball players, I know you had to think, that's awesome, she's going to get in shape, found a new way to do it, but then it led to wrestling. I mean, what was your first thought when you found out that's what she's going to do?
Well, first of all, I couldn't be more proud of Brynlee, and I think mainly for the reason that she stepped outside the norm and blazed her own trail. She is a trailblazer for girls in our community, and I love multiple sport athletes. I think we need more of them.
Absolutely.
I think we need more of them at the high school level, and it's the beauty of high school where you can be a dual sport athlete. But now Brynlee has obviously caught the eye of the coaches at the University of the Cumberlands, and she's going to go up there and she's going to make her mark in two sports, and it's really cool because I can't think, since I've been at Thompson, I can't think of the last dual sport female athlete that we've had.
No, especially on a scholarship like that. And she mentioned you being a trendsetter, and you really have been an advocate for getting girls wrestling to go in this state and recruiting other females to come do the sport. Why is that?
I just felt like that everyone should have a chance at doing something that they're uncomfortable with, stepping out of the norm, and I have this huge thing inside of me that just wants other girls to join and kind of just defeat all the norms, because when I was little I wanted to play football, and so that was just something that always caught my eye. And so when I got the chance to wrestle, I was like, other girls should try this too, because our surrounding states, they all have girls championships every year, and I was like, I need to recruit girls and get us to all do this thing together.
Do you think, how is the wrestling worked together for volleyball for her when it comes to her strength and her skill set?
Well, number one, I think it takes a lot of leg strength to play Brinley's position in volleyball. Going into our season, there was a big question mark surrounding the libero position. Like we did not know. We knew there was going to be fierce competition for it, and this girl right here, she just stepped right up and she just took it and ran with it. And when you wrestle, you kind of want to be closer to the ground,
right?
And being a libero, you're playing closer to the ground because you're diving on the floor after balls, and but Brinley's commitment to strength and conditioning and just becoming a really strong physical type female athlete, I think just set her up for success in the wrestling room.
Now they call you Mother Hen. That's what I'm told is your name from all the girls from the middle school to high school. Why Mother Hen?
I'm the oldest out of all of them, so they just all kind of looked up to me as someone that will take care of them, teach them the new things, and it kind of caught on one day when I was fixing all their headgear, like setting it up to fix their heads, and Coach Barnes just kind of said, it was like, she's like the Mother Hen, and it just kind of kept on going from there.
Now I have to ask, bringing in girls wrestling with the guys, there's been pictures of you guys French braiding hair in the wrestling offices. All types. You really, the girls are taking over in here.
Yeah.
How did the guys respond to that?
At first they were just like, wow, like a lot of girls are interested, like this is kind of cool. And then when they saw that some of the middle school girls were really trying to fix their technique and get better and better, they showed respect to them and gave them their room in the wrestling mat. So,
would you recommend wrestling to anybody coming up in volleyball?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I think it's, for us in our state to add another girls sport for a state championship, I think that's way cool.
Yeah.
I hope beach volleyball follows, suit with that here in the next year or two, and but just proud of her. She's overcome a lot of adversity in her life, and she's made herself who she is today, and they're getting a really great student athlete at the University of the Cumberland.
They really are. I'm going to end with this. Tell me a little bit about how we can kind of follow you in college and watching these wrestling and volleyball matches for you.
They actually have tons of accounts on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook where you can follow and just keep up with everybody. So.
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you so much, and thank you for what you've done for women's sports in Alabama.
Thank you.
Welcome back in, everyone. I'm joined now by Seth Hagan. Seth, wow, so many recruits out there, so much going on in so many different sports. Let's start with basketball.
All right. So Grant Hopkins represented Thompson in the Alabama-Mississippi All-Star game, did a great job, and he's committed to play from Navy. So definitely wanted to mention Grant. They're going to get a hard worker over there at the Naval Academy and just a kid with incredible upside. And then Brad Lewis, he picked up 3 additional offers from Central State University, Bethel University over in Tennessee, and Belhaven University over in Mississippi. And then Wes Roberson, he received his very first offer from Bowdoin College over in Maine. So congratulations to those guys.
Yeah, you see how far they're coming just to find the talent down here in Alabama. Right. Now I know baseball. We got a commitment there or two, or an offer there or two anyway.
That's right. So Kade Watts, he has committed to play for Lawson State Community College. He will join pitcher Trey Puckett, who announced plans to attend Snead State at signing day just a couple of weeks ago. So a couple of guys heading to the next level for the baseball program as well.
All right, so go ahead and buckle your seatbelt because now we're going to talk football. And Seth, I tell you what, you got to have a bigger computer to make all these notes because our guys are getting offers from everywhere. Yeah, let's start with Connor Harrell.
Yeah, let's start with him because Connor has had an incredible off season, and we're just topping it off. Really, new offers from Miami University, San Diego State, Air Force, Harvard, UNC Charlotte, and Gus Malzahn, once he hopped over to UCF, he offered him, Jeremiah Alexander, and Tony Mitchell. But that gives our guy Connor 20 total scholarship offers, which is just huge. And then Brandon Franklin coming back at running back this fall, a senior for us. He got his first official offer from Georgetown University, so very excited for him as well.
The more Brandon plays, the more offers he's going to get. Obviously, having an injury last year set him back a little bit, but he's in my heart, he's an Auburn guy. We'll see if that proves out or not because of his dad, obviously. Right. But Brandon can play ball. He's about to show some people something.
He's going to be incredible. He's putting on weight. I've seen him rehabbing, and just a big body that people are not going to want to tackle come fall.
All right. Who else on your list?
All right, so we got Tony Mitchell as well. Tony, who, by the way, is ranked as the number 1 cornerback in the entire 2023 class, according to 24/7 Sports. He picked up even more offers. Notre Dame, North Carolina, and Ohio State jumped in the mix. And that prompted Tony, who now has 33 offers, to kind of cut down a little bit, released his top 12 list, and I'll just mention a few of them. Going along with the Buckeyes, you got Alabama, Auburn, Clemson, LSU, Georgia, Oregon, Florida State. It's really a who's who, blue bloods all over the place, and Tony's going to have his choice to go anywhere in the United States.
All right, Seth. Well, obviously we got a lot going on, and folks, hey, we're just in March, okay? So it's about to heat up big time. Going to be a lot better as we get going. Thank you, Seth.
For quality pest control service from an experienced and reliable company, Mr. Bugs offers residential and commercial pest and termite control service. And we can even take care of your lawn. Mr. Bugs Pest Patrol, 205-663-1919.
Gym Time in Alabaster is open 24/7. They have personal training, group exercise, a smoothie bar, and any weight equipment you can need. Plus, they have tanning beds. Visit them at gymtime.fitness. Your gym, your fitness, your time. There's a lot of uncertainty in the world right now, but one thing I'm sure of is the expertise of the Envirosol team. Envirosol offers custom commercial cleaning and germ remediation services for residential and commercial customers. They guarantee excellent service every time. Call today, 205-229-7650, or visit them at mynvirosol.com. Mainline Heating and Air Conditioning has been providing quality products since 1989. They love giving back to the community, and they service all of the greater Birmingham area. Call them today or go to mainlineheating.com. Welcome back in, folks. We're joined now by Ashley Holmes, who is the manager, I guess, of Gym Time, right?
Yes, sir.
Gym Time's been with us ever since we started this project. Thank you so much. Let me just ask you, Ashley, why do you feel it's important to advertise here locally?
We love locally owned businesses. We are a locally owned business. We don't have other locations. Our owner of the gym in Alabaster of Gym Time lives right down the street from here, close to City Hall in Alabaster. So we just have a passion for local businesses and helping these local businesses succeed in Alabaster.
So I heard through the grapevine y'all are expanding. You're staying at the same location. You're not moving. You're just growing bigger where you are, right? Tell us about that.
Yeah, so we just bought another 3,000 square feet next door. It used to be an old boutique. We're currently working on the renovations. We've got the paint up on the walls. We've got all the electrical set out. So right now we're waiting on all of our new gym equipment to come in to put next door along with some AstroTurf.
Okay, and what's going to be in that new part?
So currently we have a GTX room in the gym. It's kind of like a CrossFit training room, a place for athletes to come and have their own kind of personal training space. And that is all going to be moved and expanded into next door. And our current free weight section is going to be expanded in the location that we're at now.
Oh, wow. So tell everybody how they can find you. I know everybody knows where Gym Time is, but for those who may not know, where are you and your hours, that sort of thing?
Yeah. So we are a 24/7 gym. We are located next to the thrift store here in Alabaster. Super easy and convenient off the interstate from wherever you may be coming from. You can find us on Facebook is the best way to reach us and get in touch with us, as well as just coming in the front door. We'd love to see you.
All right, and what's inside? I mean, I know it's a gym, right? You got weights, you got all that other stuff that I don't use quite as much as I should, but
it's okay.
You got other stuff behind the counter too, right?
Yes, absolutely. We have a smoothie bar in there. We have lots of personal trainers. We have tanning beds. We have our GTX room that I mentioned before. We have an ab room. We have group exercise classes. It's the whole 9 yards. What more could you ask for?
Okay, folks, that's Gym Time in Alabaster. Been with us ever since the start. We thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
A big thanks to Gym Time for being one of our sponsors on the Weekly Warrior Preview and all of our sponsors. Jerry, we know high school sports is huge at Thompson, but we're kind of expanding that to our youth program.
Yeah, you know, it's amazing. It's what separates Thompson from the rest of the schools in the nation is we think outside the box, okay? And we had Vince Pitts come in, and it's just an explosion of things going on around the school. Here's what he had to say. We're here with Vince Pitts, now the athletics director at Thompson High School. Vince, first of all, glad to have you back in studio. How you been?
Pretty good, Jerry. Thanks for having me.
A lot of stuff going on. What we want to talk about a little bit is the youth sports and how some of the younger kids are getting involved and how the trickle-down effect, for lack of other terms. But just in general, what's going on with the younger kids?
Well, we're doing our best to build a bridge with our youth athletes across, as many sports as we can. I think, outside of our athletic department in previous years, I think our wrestling program's done a great job with that. I think we've done that to some extent in the summer with our camps. I think they've been successful. But I think it's time to take the next step and kind of expand our offerings, expand how we interact with those kiddos, expand our reach, and do a little bit more. And so we've started down that road.
All right, let's talk about different sports now. First thing you think of, what comes to my mind in summer camps and stuff, is always volleyball and soccer, but we're expanding it out now. I mean, there's a lot of different youth activities in different sports.
Yeah, so when you get into the summer, we pretty much have something for every sport. We've got a volleyball camp, basketball camps, football, baseball. So we've got camps kind of all encompassing in the summer, and they're all individually run by the respective head coaches and staffs. At this point, we kind of want to bring something into different off-season sectors. One of the main things that we've been able to do is bring a camp that just focuses overall on speed, agility, quickness, change of direction, and a little bit of strength improvement.
It doesn't matter what sport.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because all those things transcend the sport. It doesn't matter. They can use that across the board. And so that was kind of the first thing we wanted to attack. We were able to do that. And then, we had some interest from volleyball. They wanted to kind of do some things in the spring in their off season, and we've expanded that. And then lastly, our basketball program wanted to expand what they do in the spring, and we've offered that.
All right, so I'm a parent of a fifth grader, for example. What age do I start looking, and who do I contact to get my child involved in it?
So right now our focus lies between 3rd and 5th grade, maybe 3rd and 6th. But any 3rd grader through 6th grader can sign up. You go to thompsonwarriors.org. There's a tab at the top of the website, Built for the Future training. And again, you can sign up for our basketball academies, men's and women's both. I think women's basketball 101, and then Warrior Basketball Academy for the men's program, Rock Solid Kids Volleyball, and then our sports performance camp. So we got a lot of different options. We got some great opportunities for our young kids. It's all after school. It's all in the evenings. It's all on the campus at Thompson High School, and it's all with our staff.
Well, you can see, what do you say? Wow, right?
Sure.
This is what Thompson is, folks, and this is why we're, in my opinion, the best school system in the state for sure, and probably the country. Thank you.
Yep, thanks, Jerry. Thank y'all for having me.
Thanks.
Serenity Salon and Spa in Helena offers hair services for men and women, facials, makeup application, and waxing. Book an appointment at serenity-salonandspa.com or call 205-624-2030. Visit them at 123 Ace Place in Helena.
Showcase your personal style at LJ's Retail Therapy. Shop their selection of clothing, shoes, gifts, and accessories in-store and online. Visit them on Highway 119, 7 days a week in Alabaster beside Publix or at ljsretailtherapy.com.
Drone Tech specializes in drone models, customization, training, and maintenance with the industry-leading Drone Deploy software to provide professional, quality results. For more details, visit Michael Golden and the team at drone-tech.net or call 205-895-5099 and give them a follow on Facebook and Instagram.
Welcome back to the Weekly Warrior Preview. And Jerry, it's springtime, so we've got to mention our spring sports.
Yeah, we got baseball and softball going on. Of course, baseball, they travel down to Gulf Shores to play at that new Gulf Shores Sportsplex down there. If you hadn't seen it, right next to OWA if you give you an idea if you're down that way. So that's a cool place to go play. So congratulations to them for getting in that tournament. And then softball as well, doing very well.
Softball is killing it. They are just knocking it out of the park when it comes, no pun intended,
literally.
when it comes
That's
to their games.
Done that. Did you work
Didn't
on
plan that either. That just kind of slid on out there.
All right.
You've got to go out and catch our ladies. The next game for them will be March 30th against Chelsea. Just doing an amazing job this season. You know, I think it's because they were on here when the season started.
That's right. And also the state championships have been moved from Montgomery to Chakalaka Park.
Say that fast.
Chakalaka in Oxford. And if you've never been there, let's hope we make it on up to the state championship. That's a great facility.
The way these ladies are playing, they will make it there.
That's right.
Thank you guys so much for joining us this week and every time you do here on Alabaster Living on the Weekly Warrior Preview. And Jerry, our sponsors too.
That's right. And we always want to thank our sponsors. You know, folks, this show's made possible by the people you see sponsoring this show. And we want to thank them so much. Thanks, Donette. It's been a great show.
Thanks, Jerry. We'll see you guys next time.